Everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to another reaction. As promised, we're checking out more of AKMU. We're starting off with Re-Buy, which unfortunately the original video doesn't have English captions, so I did find another video which added the captions on. And after that, this is a song from like 7 years ago, and then we're going to be checking out the other song that I really enjoyed. I think like maybe the most from the Killing Voice performance, and that is Nakka with IU. So yeah, very excited to have more of IU on the channel. Obviously, I absolutely adore her. So without further ado, we're starting off with Re-Buy by AKMU. Let's get into it.
Re-buy 미련 없이 손을 흔들어 Re-buy
Very 20s kind of vibe.
Re-buy
Buy.
Not to be confused with the Re-Buy steak.
익숙해 날 오고 가는 발걸음 헤어지는 인사의 미소에 보이는 것만큼 부끄러운 게 없는 걸
vocals are incredible.
익숙해 날 보고 가는 시선들 주위 모든 여자 날 약속해 Hey, but it's okay 부끄러울 게 없는 걸 눈물로 보낼 필요 없어 자욱하는 게만 남을 뿐 눈물로 흘려보낸 시간이 녹아나는 건 어디에 Re-buy 미련 없이 손을 흔들어
Damn. Oh.
익숙해 날 오고 가는 발걸음 헤어지는 인사의 미소에 보이는 것만큼 부끄러운 게 없는 걸
Yeah. 보기 드물어진 정 찾기 힘들어진 정한 파트너 너도 빠진 정이 양됨 이상한 빈정 많이 나누는 사람이 바보라 불리는 식대 복식
I love the flow.
손에만 행거니 남길 바에 인사는 간단하게 간단하게 맘의 문을 깐깐하게 방이 좀 깜깜하네 속을 들키면 게임 오버 할 수 없이 널 속여 여기까지가 납니다 세상에는 헤어온다
보낼 필요 없어 자욱하는 게만 남을 뿐 눈물로 흘려보낸 시간이 녹아나는 건 어디에
Oh. Oh. Oh, yeah. You go, Sherlock.
Re-buy 미련 없이 손을 흔들어
Damn.
Re-buy 그땐
Damn. Oh, you sneaky. Now it all makes sense. Oh, Cheryl. Nice. Nah, bitch. Damn. That was incredible. That was such a vibe. I love the shot of Suyeon because it almost like represents the two-faced nature of this music video, and like emotions all by themselves being like two-faced. Like you never know, nothing is as it seems, because this entire music video, like it feels one way, but then everything is starting to make sense. Why Suyeon dropped the glass, why the chandelier fell, and who was actually behind the the setting the rope on fire, the chandelier itself being very symbolic in its own way, as far as like chandelier being something that highlights you and wanting to kill the highlight, which is our main protagonist, our main hero, protagonist, I guess. Who is, from a quick look, she is an actress and a model, if I'm not mistaken. But trying to kill the spotlight with the thing that represents spotlight, and like it was really symbolic, but nothing is as it seems. And like the girl who ended up trying to kill the antagonist, who tried to kill our protagonist all alone, ended up being caught by AKMU themselves, who appear to be like these Sherlock Holmes characters, because Chung Hyuk basically shoots her and she overreacts so much because she was the one who actually put a real bullet in that gun intended to kill our main actress, our main hero rather, sorry. So it was really amazing, and suddenly everything is becoming more clear that AKMU was just trying to save the girl and trying to prevent a murder, and this whole music video is being like a murder prevention mystery in a way. It was really beautiful, and them literally showing off the Sherlock Holmes basically outfits at the end was also really cool. Are they like literally detectives within this music video, or they're trying to be detectives because they're so like infatuated with the main character? Potentially too, like could that be also like a double meaning, as far as like someone who loves you so much that they are willing to protect you? But it's almost like this music video showcases like the ugliness of the human nature and how jealous the girl was that she wanted to take her spotlight. I also like the Chung Hyuk's verse because it's actually cool commentary. Even like 7 years later, it's really cool. And I'm looking at the lyrics through a different website because it makes more sense here. It's hard to see the feelings of attachment. It's hard to find a real partner. Leave me alone. I can't come down. I'm already too upset. Look at the times we live in. Those who share are cold fools. If I'm only going to be ending up with disadvantages in my hands, I'd rather say a short and simple goodbye. Tightly shutting the door to my heart, leaving my room completely dark. If your true feelings get revealed, it's game over. I have to deceive you. I can smell it from here. It smells suspicious. It's really interesting. It's almost like you can never let people know your true emotions, and you're basically let yourself be attached to anyone and open up that door to your heart, because people will take advantage of it and you have to deceive them. Basically, it's almost like you have to be like a modern day Sherlock Holmes in order to avoid attachment, in a way, because in a world where everyone who shares their feelings are called fools, and all of these relationships are just going to end up with disappointments. It's really interesting. Even 7 years later, I feel like it rings even more true right now than it did back then, because so many people look at very materialistic aspects when they're looking for partners, especially if you look at fucking social media and whatnot. So it's it's getting harder and harder to find someone who you want to open up to, because it always ends up hurting you. But at the same time, it's almost like there's something pessimistic within the lyrics, actually. So they're so hurt and they don't want to be invested ever again because of the predetermined notion that love will just hurt me. So, or it already hurt me so much, I don't want to open myself up to it again. Which I thought was really cool. And like Soohyun's visual here, like her looking at that mirror and like literally having like this two-faced aspect, as far as like never knowing the true story. Like she looks sneaky in this, but in reality, nothing is as it seems. And in reality, she was helping all along and preventing a murder, along with Chung Hyuk, who looked kind of like silly with the magnifying glass and all that kind of stuff. And then as the story unfolded, we realized the true intentions of the girl who was so jealous because she did show her true emotions, and they were very ugly and toxic, and wanted to kill our main hero. So it all made so much more sense towards the end with them being revealed as like these Sherlock Holmes characters. This was incredible. The song itself is absolutely hypnotizing, and the video is really, really beautiful. I don't know if I'm supposed to like connect too much of the lyrics to the actual music video, but it's just something that I guess I kind of like thought about trying to do, and I really, really enjoyed it. So now let's move on to the next song, which is going to be Nakka, which is featuring IU. Let's go. Wow.
말했잖아 언젠가 이런 날이 온다면
Oh, whoa.
난 널 혼자 내버려 두지 않을 거라고 죄다 낭떠러져봐 예상했던 것보다 더 아플지도 모르지만 내 손을 잡으면
Wow.
하늘을
This is so cool.
이상도 느낄 수 있을 거야 눈 딱 감고 나가
Whoa. Damn.
춥도와도 로스든 뜨거운 불구덩이든
I love the vibe here.
말했잖아 언젠가 그런 날에 난 널 떠나지 않겠다고
죄다 떨어져봐
Wow.
예상했던 것보다 더 아플지도 모르지만 내 눈을 본다면 밤하늘에 별이 되는 기분을 느낄 수 있을 거야 타면 뛰어나가 하나 둘 셋 손딱 잡고 나가 셋 타면 뛰어나가 하나 둘 셋 손딱 잡고 나가 보여주자 준비 끝내 그들에게
늘만 gat들이지 못해
감고 나가
Oh, everything is reversing?
딱 감고 나가
That's cool.
타면 뛰어나가 하나 둘 셋 손딱 잡고 나가
This is... Holy shit. Holy shit. Okay, so I feel like I should start off this reaction by saying that IU and Soohyun's vocals are some of the most complimentary vocals I've ever heard of two artists collaborating. It was incredibly fitting, like the combination. It's a match made in heaven. Like it's incredible. It almost feels like it's one person singing. It's almost, it legitimately felt like as if like two people are singing. Like IU and Soohyun are one person, and then you have Junghyuk. It's incredible. The visuals are very, very interesting because Soohyun is constantly in that room she's walking upside in a room that is upside down, which is interesting. Chung Hyuk continuously is falling down a rabbit hole in a way, is continuously like falling deeper and deeper into darkness potentially. And I love the visual of Suyeon like sitting next to basically a gap in the floor, which represents, it almost like kind of to me like represents like maybe the same hole that Chung Hyuk is falling through, but also like how easy it is to fall through, to fall down towards like maybe depression, or how easy it is to not feel like yourself and feel yourself slipping. I thought that was really, really interesting. Actually, let's actually see what Nakka means. So literally, the song's name, Nakka, means falling down in Korean. As is very, very self-explanatory throughout like everything that Chung Hyuk is kind of like going through. It's almost like both of them are going through the same thing, but in different ways. Because like she's walking that room upside down. It's like her world is upside down in a way, but also throughout all of the time that Chung Hyuk is slipping and falling through, his sister catches him, and then she's like, "Let's show how we love, and let's show these people who are ready to laugh. Let's show those bastards who are ready to potentially push you down. Let's not give them another excuse to do that. Let's succeed in spite of our haters. And nothing can ruin us." So as he continues to fall after the hand basically kind of like slips, or it's almost like a mindset thing that she lets him go, and then everything is being reversed. And he is fallen in reverse, kind of, which is a pun to one of my favorite groups, bands, sorry. Just close your eyes and fall. Trust me, close your eyes and fall. That is really, really cool. Almost like fall into who you really are instead of falling down into darkness, and fall by kind of like free yourself from the negativity and like the toxicity in a way. I feel like maybe that's what it represents. And then with Chung Hyuk kind of like sitting down in a room full of people, it's like representing that we're all different, but we all have some. It's almost like having someone who trusts us. All we need in this world is one person that believes in us or loves us. And obviously with AKMU, they have each other. And there's also lyrics of all around us are cliffs. It might hurt more than we imagine. Like all of these slips and falls and all of these trips that we are, going through, tripping down, and obstacles that we're going through because we're different. Because even like AKMU themselves being very different from any other group that I've ever checked out, especially if I kind of like look at YG, they're very unique in their storytelling, in their music writing, in their lyrics, everything. Like literally just with Rebuy, for example, even though it might hurt more than you would like, but if you look in my eyes, I also like this lyric, you'll feel like you are a star in the night sky. So you are unique the way you are. So just jump on free and fall. So like the falling down is not just to darkness, but to fall down to be who you really are. There's also a very interesting lyric of Chung Hyuk falling down to a place full of kids and like all of these different doors. I wonder if there's any symbolism behind that, because, I do remember like talking about Dinosaur. And I corrected myself in the Killing Voice reaction because I did mention something that wasn't true as far as like the dinosaur representing like deck collectors and all that kind of stuff, which ended up being like a bit of a myth. But I wonder if there's something within their childhood that is represented by the kids and like the different doors. Kids are very imaginative and very like open-minded and like not afraid of anything. I wonder if that, but the kids are all sleeping, like dreaming, one, not all of them, but I don't know. I'm not really sure. I wonder if that represents something, being a kid and wishing, maybe having a tough life potentially and wishing for something better. I'm not really sure. But I feel like all of this falling down and even like the upside down room with Suyeon, everything kind of like represents battling and the various kind of like obstacles that we go through, and Chung Hyuk being in a room full of people who are celebrating and drinking, and yet he's basically emotionless because nothing can really do anything about the way that he is feeling. Like, you can be in a room full of people and still feel incredibly lonely. And it's not until Soohyun grabs him, catches him falling, and lets him go, almost as if like fall, but in a different way. I thought that this music video is absolutely incredible. I wonder what the sheeps also like represent potentially. There's like these boots on a fucking ladder too. I don't know. Like, I'm pretty sure that Chung Hyuk is falling through that same place that Soohyun is sitting by. So I wonder if he represents both of their kind of like depressions and like the darkest shit in their mind and them falling through, or is it just a representation of like her being there for him and catching him at his worst potentially, and just showcasing that brother sister love. I don't know what else to say, honestly. This music video was absolutely incredible. The song itself is addicting as hell. The vocals are beautiful. And obviously, I wish that IU was part of the actual video, which is a little bit unfortunate that she wasn't. But like the way that her vocals blend together with Soohyun is just incredible, and the chorus is insane. And I love the vibe of the song. I love the instrumental, and I don't know, for some reason watching this music video, I was kind of like thinking of the director Wes Anderson. Like, there's something incredibly unique, and almost like there's an indie vibe to this, and it's something that it is incredibly artistic and something that can be easily ignored in terms of like being so unique, and like it's so easy to look through this music video because there's so much happening, and I'm sure that I didn't even cover half of it, but from what I could understand, like the constant falling down and everything, and like the upside down room that Soohyun is walking on is just really, really incredible. I thought that this was one of the most unique music videos that I think I've checked out. And I feel like it's pretty much the norm now with AKMU. The vibe of IU and Soohyun, like their vocals, it feels like one entity. It's just like, it was just beautiful. It's incredibly euphoric. Their vocals together, and Chung Hyuk was phenomenal. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. If I made any sense, let me know in the comment section down below, and I will catch you all in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful weekend ahead. See ya.